Well, good morning. Welcome to Agape, the home of love. That's all we teach is love. Martin Luther King described agape as the love of God operating through the human heart. Let's break that down. It's the love of the infinite. It is the acceptance of the infinite of you as perfect, whole, and complete because you are created out of the infinite. Therefore, you must be whole, perfect, and complete. And here's the key thing. You're unique. And so is everybody else. And so that's the beauty of life. That's the absolute beauty of life. And today we're going to be talking about that, the joy of interacting with life. We teach here the science of mind, we teach Hinduism, we teach Buddhism. Those are just names. Those are names for being fully present in each and every moment, living with non-attachment, but fully expressing and experiencing the beauty of life that we are. So in light of that, let's take a few moments and calm down that little ego of ours. So bring yourself to a comfortable seated upright position. Your back is straight. Your hands gently resting on your lap. Eyes closed. Now bring your awareness to your breath. Consciously take a deep breath in through your nose. Hold it, and now release long and slow from your mouth. Another deep breath in. Hold it, and now release. Feel your body relaxing. Take another deep breath in. Hold it, and now fully release. Letting go of all stress or tension. I want you to imagine, sense, and feel a wave of relaxation washing over you gently, starting at the top of your head and moving down your body through your forehead, your temples, your cheeks, your nose, your eyes, your jaw, your neck. And wherever that wave of relaxation goes, feel your body relax. Let it now move into your shoulders and down your arms, hands, and fingers. And feel your arms, hands, and fingers becoming so wonderfully relaxed. And now let that warm wave of relaxing energy move down into your chest, your abdomen, down your upper back, middle back, lower back, so your whole upper torso just falls into a deep, deep state of relaxation. Now let that relaxation move into your hips, down your right leg, ankle, feet and toes, down your left leg, ankle, feet and toes. And your whole body is relaxed. Any thoughts that come in, let them just move through your mind without any attachment whatsoever. What I want to implant within you today is the affirmation of accepting what is and allowing any negativity to flow through you without affecting you. So silently repeat after me. I accept what is, and I allow any negativity to flow through me without affecting me. Again, I accept what is, and I allow any negativity to flow through me without affecting me. Yes, you can, because you are not negativity. You are the divine. Negativity is only a perception of the human mind, but you are so much more than that. Negativity is an experience, and experiences come and go, and you start to embrace that as you develop this mindset of accepting what is, and moving on. This can apply in every aspect of your life, with your relationships, with your health, with your career, with your spirituality, with your money. Because until we accept what is, we can't move forward. We're stuck in the past. And so you realize that you're not becoming disempowered, but you're actually embracing your power by not allowing a memory to hold you back from a greater yet to be experience. Inside, you know you are meant to become more, and that the allness of the universe is available to you. Accept that. Embrace that. And know that every day you can take a step into that direction, into that unknown, into that paradise that you were created in. So having just shifted our perception just a little bit by accepting what is, we can now move forward with our day in a whole new light, in a whole new vein, with a whole new experience. So with that implanted, gently bring your awareness back to this time, to this day, to your body. Begin to stretch, move a little bit, however that is for you. And you're ready, open those eyes, put a smile on your face, and welcome this day. Well, today I'm going to talk about the joy of interacting with life. And you're going to look at me and say, Lee, there's no joy in that. Look at all the sorrow. Look at all the misery. No, it's joyful. And let me tell you why. When was the last time you paused and truly felt the joy of simply being alive? Simply being alive. This morning, as I was sitting in meditation, I sit with my feet sort of together so there's like a circle on my lap. Well, my yellow lab, Nikki Lou, she's only one. She comes and sits in the center of it. And just having her sit there calmly, peacefully while I'm meditating, I got such great joy. And then when I come out of meditation and I'm there opening my eyes, she opens her eyes and then she rolls over on her back and lets me just rub her belly. And she is just so in joy with just being alive. When did you feel as good as Nikki Lou? Then later on today, I took a walk. I felt the cool air against my face. I felt alive and it felt so good. I didn't feel cold. I felt alive. And that's the joy. I'm alive. That's the gift of life, to be alive. The greatest obstacle to experience joy is the illusion we're separate from life. Everything you see on social media, on the news, in any form, is about causing separation. But the fact of the matter is, we are one with all of life. We're all created out of the same stuff by the same power that created everything. Our awareness, our consciousness is united. We just have forgotten. We bought into the illusion of separation. And the illusion of separation is where all the stuff that we don't like takes place. It's the perception of separation that causes us our pain. You see, life isn't something that happens to us. Life is something that happens through us, and we're always in a dynamic dance with it. You see, how does life happen through us? Because life is happening, we perceive out there. And what happens? We're looking at that life through the filters of our mind, through our ego. What is our ego? The ego is the sum total of all the experiences we have through the perceptions that we built starting when we were born, given to us by our mom and dad, by the schools, by the career, by everything. And so life that's happening, it's neutral. but it's dynamic through the filters in which we see it. Let me tell you a little secret. You can change out the filters. I remember when I got my first 35 millimeter camera, and I was really getting into photography. And what I did is I bought these filters, and I would take Jean out into the woods, and we would pose for pictures like she was a model. And I would do the pictures with different filters, and with each filter, she looked different. Those filters that I put on that 35 millimeter lens are the same thing as the perceptions in which you have. Think about this. When you're feeling good, you have a perception that you're looking through. When you're feeling bad, you have a different perception you're looking through. It's a filter. Do you realize, I want you to contemplate this, that everything you see is filtered. It's just like every picture in a magazine has been put through filters or photoshopped. It's not real. Neither is anything you see real. It's filtered. It's your perception. If you knew life was a mirror, would you approach life with fear, judgment, or resistance? Think about that. Life is mirroring back to you who you are. So what is that? It's a feedback loop. So if you truly understood that life was a feedback loop and it was getting you to see where you were in your level of awareness and consciousness, would you approach it with fear, judgment, or resistance? Or would you focus it on being grateful that it's letting you know where you are so now you can make a further adjustment? And that you don't have to judge it as good or bad. You could say, is it on the path I want to take, or is it not on the path I want to take? And why would you resist what life is giving you when it's mirroring back exactly? Now you're in denial. Well, if you truly knew you were an individualized expression of the one, you wouldn't approach life with fear, judgment, or resistance. You would look at them as partners, as best friends. If you knew life was a mirror, how often would you wake up and set the intention to interact with life in a loving way? Think about that. If life was a mirror, wouldn't you choose to act with love? Intentionally act with love? Think about you intentionally acting with love. How does that make you feel? It's got to make you feel good because you're being loving. How would it make anyone you're interacting with feel? Loved. Doesn't that make you feel even better? That you shined your light out into the world and your light caused someone else's light to grow brighter? That's what love does. So if you knew that life was a mirror, how often would you consciously choose to start your day with curiosity, with acceptance, with openness, and with gratitude, rather than to complain? Think about that. One of the things I think we have forgotten is to be curious. We blindly accept everything to be true and unshakable, and that it's just opinions. So why not approach it with curiosity? Why not accept what is and move forward with curiosity? Move forward with an openness and a sense of gratitude that you can change and that you had that bad experience and it gave you wisdom to choose a different experience. The key thing is gratitude is not just being grateful for what you like. It's being grateful for everything because you realize life is mirroring back to you so you can become greater. You see, joy doesn't come from chasing life. It comes from being present with joyful interaction. The other day, I was talking with a beautiful soul, and this individual said I was Tiggerish. I had to ask, what does that mean? I had no clue. She says it's like Tigger in Winnie the Pooh. And so I went on ChatGPT and says, if I had a Tigrish personality, what would that mean about me? And it came back. And one of the things it had a joy for life. It had a curiosity. It was very reliable. It was playful. Let me ask you face to face, just you and I. Are you playful? Or do you take life too serious? I love to play. I get joy when I play because playful is a joyous activity. You don't chase life, buy things. That doesn't give you joy. That's the illusion. Playing and being present in life where joy just abounds in its magnificence. Think about now the last time you had a meaningful conversation with a friend or a loved one. Were you fully present, or were you half listening and scrolling through your phone? For me, my number one love language is quality time. So if I'm spending time with you or with anyone, I'm going to be fully engaged. I don't have time for my cell phone to interrupt me. It's not that important. In fact, I was telling people the other night in our gathering, I was saying that come about 7 o'clock at night, I leave my phone in my office. The phone is nowhere near me. Someone's going to call after 7 o'clock at night. I'm sorry. There's nothing I need to be involved with. I'm not 911. Let go of your phone so you can be fully present. If you're out with a friend or a loved one, put your phone away. It's not that important. Look into their eyes. And if you look into someone's eyes and you're looking back in yours, you want to talk about joy? Or do you have fear of looking into someone's eyes because you don't feel you're worthy? Let me give you a clue. You're worthy. You were born worthy. Accept it and move forward with it. Life is going to be full of challenges. And the key is to not resist them, but to embrace them as a part of the dance. And the dance is to ask meaningful questions. So when you're faced with those challenges, what are the questions you're asking life? We're going to talk about that. The first question is, what is this moment teaching me? Yeah. How is this moment teaching me to be a greater me? What can I learn from this? What is it showing me? Where am I stuck? What am I not looking at? How am I not expressing a greater experience love? And once I've done that, then I ask, how can I grow through this? How can this experience stimulate me to grow and to become more? You start taking that approach of asking those wise questions, your life is going to start to skyrocket. And there's no better way to feel good. Asking good questions is a way to find joy. Another profound source of joy comes from our connection with others. Life is not meant to be in isolation. It's meant to be shared. Every interaction is an opportunity to bring more joy into your world and the world of others. Contrary to what you see about priests living in a monastery, nuns in a convent, or you're in an ashram, isolated meditation. No, that's not why you were brought here, to be isolated. You were meant to interact with others. We're all part of this dance of life. We're meant to dance with life. Now, don't get me wrong. To withdraw, to reconnect, that's good. That's healthy. But once you've done that and you've got your clarity, come back into the world. Right now, the world needs your light. It needs my light. It needs your light. It needs everyone's light. And together, when we bring our light into the world, the whole light of the world gets brighter. Every interaction that we have is an opportunity to bring more joy into our world, the world of others, and the world in its totality. It's an opportunity for greater love. So let's talk about some practical steps to interact joyfully with life. The first one is practice gratitude. Start each day by naming 3 things you're grateful for, because gratitude shifts your perspective and opens you up to more joy. The more you're grateful for, the more you'll look for things to be grateful for. See, where you focus is what comes back to you. Focus on things that you're grateful for. Secondly, engage with curiosity. Approach life with the mind of a child. Be curious, be open, be eager to learn new things and to express new ideas and new ways of being. Then to give freely. Share a compliment, a smile, a helping hand. Small acts create ripples. Just picture the world as a small lake that's totally at peace. When you do a kind act, it's like throwing a pebble into the center and the ripples spread out. Eventually it touches every part of the lake. So when you give freely, just even a compliment, a smile, the person you give it to, they change. The person they interact with changes. You see, it ripples out. So it doesn't hurt to give freely. And again, be present. Whether you're eating a meal, walking in nature, talking with a friend, give your full attention to what you do. If you're watching a movie, give your full attention to the movie. Don't be distracted. Don't go into this multitasking thing. There's really no such thing as multitasking. None whatsoever. You want to be fully present with whatever you do and consciously choose what you do. And finally, let go of judgment. Accept yourself and others as they are. Joy thrives in the space of acceptance. Think about this. If you weren't judging yourself, would you be joyful? If you weren't judging the people in your life, would you be joyful? Yeah, why? You'd stop complaining, wouldn't you? Because you're not judging. Think about that. Judgment leads to all the problems we've got. Judgment leads to gossip and complaining. And in the psychology, they tell us that's about 90% of what people talk about. If you just let go of judgment, and what do you do when you let go of judgment? You embrace love, because love is the opposite of judgment. Joy isn't something you seek out. It's something you awaken. And it's awakened when you choose to interact with life wholeheartedly. I invite you now more than ever to choose joy, to be you, to stop judging, to live life as you are meant to, and make it a dance that's so unique and perfect for you that people will want to join in because they see that you are an expression of joy. I want to thank you for taking time to listen to me. I want you to know that Agape is here to support you. And if you go to the Agape calendar, you'll notice that in January, we've got a lot of great things starting. Every day, morning meditation. Every day, a 5-minute message. Gatherings on Wednesdays, afternoon and evening, where you can plug in. Got classes starting. Class on Monday, class on Tuesday. I think one is the biology of belief. The other is the Master Key System, which is a deep dive into metaphysics. At the end of January, I've got a workshop on determining what are your unique personal values so you can live your life consciously. All that's available to you. And if you like this message, share this message. Whatever platform you're on, just hit that share button, share it. And while you're there on the Agape website, agapespiritualcenter.com, make a donation, because your donation allows us to bring this message to greater and greater numbers of people. You're also saying to the universe, I value the message, therefore it's worthy of an energy exchange. So with that, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart, because you give me joy by allowing me to be me and do what I love to do.